Yeah, I didn't even get to put in a description, so I guess it'll just come up John's live.
So you're live now?
Yeah.
Well, we are live on this end. How do you like that? The timing of it all.
Oh, cool. I got to turn your volume up here so people can hear you.
Okay.
That should work.
Ready to get started?
Yeah. I
This is,
am live
yeah.
with the beautiful Sue Greenwald on Awakened Stories. She's on YouTube, so if you want to watch us live and just not my mug here, you'll see both of us if you go to YouTube, Awakened Stories. Please follow, please share. We're trying to get out the biggest story of the century, and it says I have a low connection. But
Of course.
hello, brother. Nice to see you.
Of course. So the title of this video is really like we're getting the story out there, okay? We're doing it one person at a time, right? We're doing it
Exactly.
if it only takes one person at a time, we're not going to discontinue what we're doing. We're going to persist and persevere and get this story out there. So,
Well, I started years ago on Facebook, and I swear the CIA was messing with me because they didn't want my story out. And I only had two people viewing. When I do a live, I'd only have two people viewing.
yeah.
So I figured I actually thought I was going to pass away at any day. My condition was so horrible. So I kept making video after video after video so it would be recorded in history. And yeah, so they didn't want my story out, but now we're gaining, and it's one share and one follow at a time. So if you see this, please follow. It's up to us. You know, the United States of America and around the world has been taken over by Satanists, by criminals, by people that just want to put money in their pocket, and that's all they care about. They'll eliminate bloodlines and anyway. See my videos, but follow, share. That's how we got to do it, people.
Yeah.
You're not going to see this on Fox News. I'm exposing how they operate, how they buy and pay for the presidency. It's not earned. These people are bought with dollars, and we're exposing that right here on Facebook and on Awakened Stories with Sue Greenwald, and yeah. So please do all that good
Yep.
stuff.
Yep. So like we always say, we're basing our talks on content that John has shared over the past 2 years. So we've got a book called Quest for Justice that summarizes all the stories that John has told us over the past, I think, 3 years. And if you want to know the basic story, if you're new and haven't heard it before, you can watch a 1 hour documentary, thequietjourney.tv. And in 1 hour, you'll get the whole overview of the story, right? A lot of people, John, they see you and they're like, "Oh, that's not John Kennedy Jr., blah blah blah," because they've been programmed to believe the imposter was you, all right?
Yeah,
And
our
you know,
government, it's
yeah,
all lies, people. You've been lied to. You're being lied to on Fox News. They're lying right now, this very second, of what's really going on. I made a video last night and I said, hey, don't fucking argue with me. I'm John Kennedy Jr. I lived it. People try to say, well, Aristotle Onassis didn't have a son named George and this and that and the other. Yes. It's like, I lived it. I was there. They said he only had one son, Alexander. And I made a video last night. I said, Alexander died in my freaking arms, people. It's not advertised. It's so organized in crime, they cover things up.
yeah.
So if you want to hear the truth, go see Awakened Stories with the beautiful Sue Greenwald right here on my Facebook. Follow, share, follow each other, friend each other, and let's build an army of truthers. Not these fake ass truthers that they put out and say it's all. No, you get the truth right here. Nothing but the truth. They can't prove me wrong, but they're going to see me in Congress someday, even if I have to have my AK strapped to my side. And we're going to do it. We are going to do it.
Yeah. Well, it's really important to get the story out there because if it's happened to you, John, it's happened to other people. And we know it's happened, right? If you've even seen one little snippet of the Epstein files, horrific stuff, you can see what they've been doing to other people for a really long time, right? And now that
Scary
we've got,
stupid.
yeah,
It's every day. I talk with victims of MK Ultra.
yeah,
People really need to wake up. It's all about government control over
yeah,
us.
yeah,
It's like they put us here just to be slaves to them, to work for them, to make them rich, so they can stay in power. And it's that way now.
right.
You know, they plan things just like oil and gas. Go put gas in your car, people. And then look back a few months. You'll see a video of me saying gas is going to go through the roof. But you'll also see a video of me saying, if we don't do anything about it, you're going to see wheelbarrows full of cash just to buy a loaf of bread here in America. That ain't right. That ain't cool. But that's what they want.
Right, right. Yeah, I mean, we're all living through this. They incrementally, okay, they create a disaster. And of course, the people in that disaster, their homes are ruined. There's no insurance money. They can't live. They have to move. They scoop up their land. They raise the prices on our utilities and our food, right? And and all we do is spend our time and effort in survival. So we're distracted, right? We don't have the opportunity to research and watch what they're doing because we're worried about just surviving. All right.
Right.
It's
Just
time to
going to
break that
work, just trying
pattern.
to pay the bills,
Yeah.
just trying to make it. But
Yep.
they get oil tankers. They get oil tankers at for free. They steal it, but they got these big oil tankers, $50 a barrel. So what do? They push a few bombs. Hello, they push the button, start a war, and guess what?
Yeah.
They just made
Yeah.
billions of dollars because that $50 a barrel oil just went to $100 plus a barrel. They're doubling their money because they can. That's what they do. They steal everything. And I'm a great example of that. They stole my loved ones. They stole my loved ones' fortunes. They took power. The Kennedys aren't Kennedys anymore, people. They're not. They steal bloodlines. They steal everything. And these people are in government. And people cheer for them. It makes me sick to my stomach when I see mega supporters holding up flags and signs while they're getting screwed in the butt. Sorry, that's just how it is. Wake the fuck up, people. Wake up. Government is not here for you.
What they're doing is they're getting us used to the idea that you're coming back. Okay, the fake one. So they keep putting it out there, Trump and Kennedy, right? And they've got a Kennedy channel and blah 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 blah. And they're creating this big mystery around it. And they've been doing this for years, right? So what they want to do is bring their imposter, their actor out to again take control of the U.S., take control the resources, the power, the this, because everyone so loved your father, they would instantly vote for him, the imposter, right? So
Yeah,
here's the
it's
thing then.
sad. They're
Why
grabbing
is this?
on shirt
Why
tails.
why would their candidate be hiding for 25 plus years? If he
He
was
wouldn't
still
be.
alive. Like we know your story, but this guy was out there in society, in public, doing all these supposedly great things. Why is he hiding?
Well, I see the guy in making videos still pushing George magazine.
Oh no.
They're making movies, the love story, or whatever the hell it is. I wouldn't watch it if somebody paid me. Maybe if they paid me, I'd watch it. But my Facebook is flooded. My homepage. If you go down, looking at all the videos, it's all this fake John Kennedy Jr. bullshit. I've been sharing my story for years, trying to get the truth out to the world, but they keep hindering it, saying, "Oh yeah, look at Mister Beautiful. His name was George. His name was George Onassis. How do I know this? Because I was his stepbrother. I went to school with him. I went to school with him and Sean Hannity of Fox News. Hello, he's an imposter. Organized crime steals the bloodlines, steals the fortunes, puts it in your face, puts it on the mainstream news, and you fucking believe it. I go to these videos of George Onassis. John Kennedy Jr. is coming back. No, I'm coming back. He's dead. But they put it out there and people believe it. They actually, you look at all the comments, and some of you lines are great posting on there. It's George. He's a fake. He's a fraud, which I love. But why
Yeah.
would they do that? 25 years after his death. Why? Because of me, because of my truth. That's why. They want everybody to believe the fake story. So they push the fake story. They don't want anybody to know the real story, the truth.
Right.
That's why we got 4 books out. We got a documentary, The Quiet Journey. Wake up, people. You're still being lied to, and they're playing you for a sucker. They're playing you for a fool.
Yeah.
Don't be a fool. Don't be a sucker for government so they can control you and steal from you. It's that simple.
Have you ever noticed you go to like an airport bookstore or the grocery store, and all the magazine covers literally are of stories from way back when, the assassination or this one dying or this or that. They're news stories that they're anchoring over and over and over and over, programming us to believe whatever story they're telling us. So I guess my question is, you mean to tell me there's nothing new to put on these magazine covers, that we got to dig up the same regurgitated story after 60 years? Are you guys kidding me? They're anchoring it in. They're still doing documentaries of the fake stories over and over and over, so that our society believes the party line. Whatever they want us to believe, they just tell us so much that we blindly, believe it.
Just a second, Sue.
Okay.
Robin, go out to my motorcycle trunk and grab me a copy of Stolen Identity, would you please? There's
I
one
have
in my
mine
side bag. There's one in my trunk.
here. I've got Stolen Identity here. This is the first book written about John and his story. Fabulous book, and this is available on Amazon. Stolen Identity gives the basic story, beautifully written. And then Mary Maxwell wrote The Historian's Tale. I'm calling this book two. So again, a little bit different slant on what happened to John, right? Then Quest for Justice, book three, compiled by me. Okay. And this is
This
again
is on
based
the
on
website, people.
everything John has told us. Okay.
And I get people each and every day saying, I'm just in it for the money of selling a book.
Yeah.
People, show your support. We sold 2 of these this month, just 2. So show your support. It helps get the truth out. People say all the time, I'm just in it for the money. We've got 4 books out. We don't get rich, people. This doesn't even really, put gas in our car for the month. It don't. But I'm going to say this because people say I'm just in it for the money. I'm a fake. I'm a fraud. If you don't believe that, my Cash App is One Quiet Journey. Send $1. $1.
Yeah.
And that way, at least they have something to say. Oh, you sent them a whole dollar?
Yeah.
For real, people. I get tired of hearing saying I'm just in it for the money.
Well,
I really am.
the book,
They stole billions from me. They murdered my loved ones. They murdered my family members. And I'm just in it. I'm not in it for the justice, not at all. I just want to make $1. I'd love to make my life better. And some beautiful lions bless me. And they are beautiful soul. And really. And I thank you so much for the blessings because my life is better than being homeless, pulling a wagon around town with heart failure. And that's what I was having to do when I started sharing this story. But thank you all so much for everything you do. You've made my life better, and I appreciate it.
right? So it is we're going to call it a labor of love. We're basically, using everything we can in our toolbox, if you will, to get the story out to the people. All right. We're not like billionaires. We don't own TV channels or radio stations or newspapers, magazines, whatever, or we can't control social media. So we're using the videos, the books, the documentary. We're just sharing grassroots level. Okay, so it's really about getting the story out there. Now, there are expenses involved with printing a book and shipping a book, so we have to
And
charge.
a lot of hard work. Sue does a lot of hard. She did a lot of hard work writing the book,
Yeah,
and then when you order the book, she's got to ship it out, and that's all a pain in the ass.
yeah,
Um, but it's a wonderful conversation piece. And you people on Facebook, you people on Sue's channel, join me on Facebook. I have a video pinned to the top of my page on Facebook, Sue, and it's for a contest at the end of the month. I'm going to pick one random winner, and basically, you're going to get 4 autographed books. You're going to get some buttons and a bumper sticker, and I'm
awesome.
going to give you part of my coin collection. You're going to be getting a 50-cent piece, the rare one of my father from 1964. Um, I've seen these on eBay all the way up to 50,000 bucks, but I'm going to give away that thing and probably give away some more books to people that say, I'd love to read your book. I just can't afford it.
Right.
And I'm usually one to send you a book. Um, Somebody said the other day their son was in the Navy, has PSD. King Smarty gifted me a lot of these necklaces for my post traumatic stress disorder. So when I see somebody that makes a comment like that, I try to send them a pendant. It's not all about the dollar, it's all about getting the truth out. These
Yeah.
are wonderful. I put on a rainbow one the other day.
Yep. Yeah, I think you have rainbow now, and so do I. I like the rainbow the best. So
I've
this
never
is,
worn them. I usually wear a silver one all the time.
yep,
But if you can see that,
this is not a great, it's
King
getting it.
Smarty, let's
Yeah.
see, that one's not doing too good. That one's better.
Ref
But if you can see King
yeah.
Smarty's logo on the back, that's source directives. Um, but anyway, he was way cool enough to donate these and say, John, sell them and get a better life. And that's what we've been doing. I
Right.
haven't sold a few in a while. I got one lion like every few weeks or once a month, just buys one and then says, oh, don't send it. Just keep the money.
Yeah. So let's talk about that. The reason they kept John in poverty his entire life. So John never had money. Okay, never had any Kennedy money, president's son, celebrities, knew everybody, had a Hollywood career, never had any money. So every time he'd get ahead, they'd take his stuff away, right? And you had to start from scratch again. So just like the rest of us, when you're in survival mode, what are you going to do? You got to find food, shelter, etc. It's been a really hard life for him. All right. So any donations help, any purchase of the products, the books, or whatever, it does contribute to his living expenses. And he's living very modestly right now, but he's living. So any help you can give is appreciated.
And
One
I'm
other thing
happy. That's the main thing. I'm happy with
yeah,
what I got, and it's not much, but I don't need much. I don't want to be one of these billionaires that all they do is think about the money
yeah,
for themselves,
yeah,
where they think about all they have to do is take lives to make more billions. Like
yeah,
lives don't matter.
yeah,
Lives are precious. We, the people, only have one. They have all the money to buy what they want to to cover up all their crimes, every other thing.
yeah,
To me, it's just about being happy. It really
yeah,
is.
yeah. Well, a couple of other things I wanted to say is for those that are going to go to your Facebook page for the contest, the Facebook page is under the name of David Quigley, which is the name John was given as a boy when he was switched out of his life and replaced with an imposter. So David Quigley is still his legal name. If you send a check, you have to make it out to David Quigley. Okay, a lot of people forget that. Okay, and it's under that on Facebook as well. But I have something I wanted to announce about this book, Quest for Justice. Okay. As of this afternoon, today, we've created an ebook version that's available on the website. All right. So you can choose whether you get the regular printed copy, an autographed copy, which will be valuable. It'll be a collector's item, or the ebook version. Okay. So ebook version is for those that want to read the book, don't necessarily want a paper book or whatever, but it's going to be easy to share or get to other countries that way. And it's really my fault it's taken so long. I've been overloaded with projects So sorry, but at least we're getting it done, right?
You can get the ebook on this on Amazon as well. If you know if you're on a budget and you just want to read it on your computer, this is on Amazon.
Yep.
And Mary Maxwell a couple months ago said, "I'm not in it for the money for this book. It's free. You can get this on the internet for
Yeah.
free on Mary's subst." Anyway, let's see if I
Yep.
can see.
Yep. It's all
Anyway, she
good.
decided to put this on ebook or whatever and give it away for free.
Yeah.
And trying to
Well, I was just talking about the magazine covers, and one that I thought of just a moment ago was I saw a magazine cover with John Wayne on it, okay? And you're a friend, you knew John Wayne, but again, the dude has been dead for how many years? And the younger people don't even know who he is, okay?
let
And
alone Elvis.
yeah, well, yeah, I mean, they have an inkling who Elvis is. Even Michael Jackson, some of them are like, who? The young people, okay? So, um, they're just regurgitating the same stuff over and
Yeah,
over
they
to
hear it
tell
on
us a
the internet. There's
story.
there's such a big thing about Never Land or whatever. How Michael Jackson was really trying to save the children. I sat on the couch with Michael Jackson when I was young. He was a Satanist. He was talking about going outside, killing a chicken, sacrificing a chicken in a pot, and then he was talking about killing me. Michael
You
Jackson.
killing you?
Yeah, I was under MK Ultra. He probably was too, but he was right there
Wow.
talking this crazy ass shit. So when I see people say, "Oh, Michael Jackson was a loving," all you have to do, people, when you see that, when you see people saying how good Michael Jackson was, just get the picture of him holding a baby off a balcony by his freaking feet. Where it's all about the children. Don't let these people buffalo you like it's not about the children. It's all about the children. Oh, Mary Maxwell's book, you can go there, and I believe it is constitutionandtruth.com. So if you want to read this for free, go to constitutionandtruth.com. If it's not there, I'll give you the other one. But I do believe Mary Maxwell made this for free on her website, so you can read it for free. She's not in it for the money like everybody has.
Yeah. 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 And again, the money is not that much per book, obviously, but John does get proceeds from the book sales, so that's the good news, right?
Oh, definitely.
So, all right.
And two of these this month, people,
Yeah.
we have 90, we're going to have 93,000 followers right here on Facebook. 93,000. Why did we only sell two books? Are the numbers lying? Or are people that freaking broke because they can't afford gas in their car to buy a book? Please show your support. Okay.
Yeah.
And get this. The links on the website and the real John F. Kennedy, jr.com.
Right. Right.
Spend a
So,
couple bucks and you show your support because it's all about us and not about them.
so the book is on the main page of the website, the real John F. Kennedy, jr.com. All right. Go to the first cover. There's a lot of content on that website, photos. We've got the documentary there. We've got other videos there, links to purchase the books. It's all there on the website in one little package. And there'll be more coming as time goes on, but it's a very good place to start. You get a good feel for what's happened. So, the basic story again, John was replaced as a child with an imposter who took the spotlight while John was hidden away in an organized crime house, right? And shown, taught, experienced the most horrible things, organized crime, murder, like torture, kidnapping, anything you can think of that's not good, John has gone through, right? So we've heard all of his stories, and if you're brand new to it, we have let's say 3 years worth of videos alone on what we've done, and then
Yeah.
all of your
You
videos
can,
as well,
they can
and then the
literally
books.
go on Awaken Stories and see all our past videos.
Yes.
I, on Facebook, have made thousands of
Yeah.
videos. Start with quietjourney.tv.
It's the
Here,
best place
here,
to
here
start.
are the stories.
Yeah.
And then go down some rabbit holes
Yeah.
because it's huge. What basically you all have been lied to. You have been lied to and programmed and brainwashed. The things they did to me under MK Ultra, Project Artichoke. What people really need to realize what these Epstein files are. They really do.
Well,
People in
I'm shocked that they basically people are kind of forgetting about the Epstein files, like nothing is happening there still, right?
well, it's all organized crime. They don't want to expose themselves.
Yeah.
You got Congress, you got the Senate. They murdered my father. They executed my father in 1963. Think about it, 1963. A lot of you people haven't even been around. You weren't even born yet. But these evil ones that did that are a satanic cult, a secret society. They've been going on. They're the ones that placed the presidents in front of you. I had a handler named Wayne, and Wayne pointed out Barack Obama before he was even president of the United States. And he said, remember that guy because we're going to make him president of the United States. They put these people in power. Organized crime does that. And then they use them. They put them under mind control and use them, program them. There's so many victims to this. And it goes all the way to the presidents of the United States. And most of them are pedophiles, sexual children abusers. But they build these children up to use them to commit murders. You know, the dentist chair that was on Epstein Island, I was in one of those, and they cut a hole in my skull, not to pull the teeth out so I wouldn't bite anybody's penis, but to cut a hole in my head and put MK Ultra device. Think about it. I was in Vietnam as a child. What did they do while I was in Vietnam? They taught me to kill. I was educated on how to take lives. I had a necklace as a child of ears to bring back to our CIA and say, here's your confirmed kills right here. It's crazy, people, but you know, there's no rules. Everybody thinks there's rules. Our government has rules. They have no rules. None. They do what they want. Don't tell me you couldn't have been there. I was there. Don't tell me they don't do this. They don't. They have no rules, no morals.
Right. Agreed. Agreed. Yeah. So again, we've said this for the past whatever 3 years. The mainstream media will never help us get the story out because they're owned by the corrupt billionaires, right? We know that all the companies in the US here are owned by six companies, all right? They're not going to let this story out. So, for example, my book I put out on Amazon when it was being published. I had a big campaign for promotion ready and all this stuff, right? So I put it out there, and there's a 3 day. Once you upload the manuscript, they check it for 3 days for anything, right? So 3 days come and go, happy as a clam. I'm going about my week, and then all of a sudden, I got an email that basically they've banned the book, but not only this book, anything I ever do is banned on Amazon. Okay, so the book is banned from Amazon because they do not want this content out there. They don't want John's story out there. In fact, I've done other things and used your name, John, and I usually get slammed. I get shut down. Something goes awry. They don't want this story out there. And we've seen it even doing these videos. They corrupt the video. We can't get on the internet. We can't log into Google, Gmail, like you, Zoom, like whatever it might be. anything they can do to block us, they try to do. But
My
guess what?
apps disappeared off my computer the other day. We had
Yeah,
to go to each one and turn it back on.
yeah. We're
It's
still
crazy
here.
how we are hindered and blocked,
Yeah,
and they don't want you to know my truth.
yeah,
They really don't, because it will bring the country to its knees, exposing. And how do you hurt organized crime? You expose it. So
right.
that's why I ask everybody to hit the share button, hit the follow button, follow each other, share each other to the world, and let's beat the system. Here's a good example of that. When I was young, Sean Hannity of Fox News was in my class. So was my stepbrother George, the man that stole my identity. He was in my class. The class, obviously, being run by our CIA. Later in life, Sean Hannity became a Fox News host to support the cabal and Donald Trump and bring more lies to you. He knows my truth. Sean Hannity of Fox knows I'm the real John Kennedy Jr. He knows it 100%. My handler took me to an event. It was one of these, years and years ago, mega rallies where they get a singer, country singer, land of the free, the home of the brave, blah, 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 blah. Sean Hannity was asked by my handler, are you still planning on exposing him as the real John Kennedy Jr.? Sean Hannity's comment was, no, I took the money. I took the money. I took the houses. I took the mansions. I took the $1 million salary. Fuck the real John Kennedy Jr. That's how they operate, people. And you need to wake up. It's all about the money. Our FBI could follow the money trail. My family was murdered. My family, the Kennedys, my mother's side of the family, my step family, the Onassis, the billionaires. They were on a lot that was stolen. It's all about the money to these people.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
yet I get heckled and accused of trying to make $2 off a book, for God's sakes.
Well, here's the thing, John. Don't let that bother you. Okay, so we get some real haters. I mean, most of the people are like, "Thank you for bringing the story out," and they're very appreciative. I mean, it takes time and effort to do this, and money, obviously, but they want to support you in what you're doing or whatever we're doing. But then we get those that I think are paid to be haters because man, are they vicious, right? Not
Definitely,
respectful.
they're definitely paid.
Yeah.
When the United States has been taken over by organized crime,
Yep.
and I'm exposing the Kennedys, they have no Kennedy blood. They only did it for the money.
Yep.
The bloodlines were placed to steal that money. Caroline Kennedy, no Kennedy blood whatsoever. Her family now is taking the inheritances from that. They have no Kennedy blood, none. If people see how they operate,
Right.
they need to wake up to see how it operates. They all take the money, but I don't know where
It,
I was going to.
it's all a facade, right? Basically, everything we see in on the news, in the news, whatever, or of these major articles, it is a game to influence the population. Okay, so case in point, on April Fool's Day, I see this thing that there's a rocket ship going up to the moon, Artemis. Now, I hadn't heard a peep about it until April Fool's Day, so I thought it was a joke. And I know it's a joke anyway, but
NASA
now,
is a joke.
yeah, now, okay, they're still talking about it like this is a legit news story, like they're trying to create buzz about it. But I've seen videos with green screen, and I know this is not a true story. Okay, I know it. I don't even need to read or look at a thing, but it's quite fun to see how they're influencing people, and the people are sucking it up. They're excited, they're interested, they want to
Our
know
government,
about the photos, and I'm like, dude, are you guys not using the brains that you
our
have?
government is the biggest scammers
Totally.
in the world. They really are. You know, I'm going back to people calling me a scammer. When you got the president of the United States selling phones and he takes the money but doesn't send you the phone.
Yeah.
He puts out Donald Trump gold sneakers. The man has never read a Bible, but he puts out a holy Bible for God's sakes. And they call me. He
Yeah.
bought his way and conned his way into the presidency.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know,
look at
fake
what
assassination attempts and every other thing. People
look
just
what's
need to wake up, slap yourself, say Rumpelstiltskin, say the magic words, rub the genie's lamp, whatever you have to do. Wake up.
well, look at the what's happening over in the Middle East. Okay, we've got this horrible war and the bombing, and but we see the censorship. Okay, they don't want us, the American people in this case. Now, might be different in other countries, but they don't want the world to see what's really happening. Okay, so they make up these stories and propaganda. We see it unfolding in real time. Okay. Yet there are still people that either don't care, because that is an option, or they're gullible and can't see that it's a facade, that they're making these things up to influence the general population.
They keep us people, we the people
Yeah.
that are supposed to be running this country in a bubble. They keep us hindered. They keep our knowledge to a minimum. They bought up all the mainstream media so they can only tell you what what they want you to know. Same way as Russia and China and every
Yeah.
area. Where'd the freedom go?
Yeah.
You know, Fox, Fair and Balanced News, bullshit.
Yeah. Well, and everything we learned in school, okay, grade school, the history, the dates, the wars, the reason the wars started, and blah, 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 blah. It's a lie. Everything is a lie. Okay. So I guess we should say start with that foundational block. Everything is a lie. Learn how it's a lie and then build upon that. What is true and why don't they want us to know? Like, what's the agenda behind these lies? Right? Money, power, control. Keep the population ignorant, keep the population distracted with survival, and they won't revolt. They'll just work on getting food on the table and a place to live. And that's what's happening, right? Right? They go around our farms, they kill all the farm animals, the chickens, the turkeys, the pigs, whatever. They kill thousands of them with a made up reason, and then they crank up the prices because the food is scarce, right? We're seeing that happen.
Definitely. It's all big business.
Yep, exactly.
We rely on them. We shouldn't have to, but they've made
Yeah,
it that way.
yeah.
We need to put America first. The small farmers, the you know, you shouldn't have to go to
Yeah.
Walmart to buy everything you need. You should be
E-
able to go to the corner store and
Even
get
during
your
the
fresh tomatoes and
during the
vegetables.
pandemic, one of the first things they did was ban seed sales. Because, okay, we've got time, right? A lot of people were like, well, I'll plant a garden and I can grow food and blah, blah, blah. Oh, no, they banned seed sales. How does that make sense in a pandemic? What could the reason be? Well, we know they don't want people to live. They don't want us to thrive. In fact, they don't really want us at all, other than our money and our effort, our work, right? So, okay, back to you.
The truth, Awakened Stories. It's on YouTube.
Yeah,
Sue Greenwald, Awakened Stories on YouTube. Go share her, follow her on Facebook right here. Follow me, David Quigley. They gave me a forged birth certificate, people. Who did that? You think our Secret Service forged a birth certificate for me to become David Quigley? I guarantee you they did. That's why it's on there. If I go to the doctor, I have to show him my ID that says David Quigley. If I show him a piece of paper that says I'm John Kennedy Jr., I'm not going to get health care.
yeah,
That's just the way they've made it for me.
right.
Seriously. But please follow our story. You know, these comedians and stuff on Facebook, they have millions of followers. We need millions of followers. And I'm begging you, I'm asking you, please share. Please ask people to follow me. We need that platform of truth to do what we have to do to overcome this
It's going to
corruption in
happen.
our government.
It's going to happen. We've been persistent. We're not going away. If you stop us in one spot, we're going to squirt out the other way and do whatever we're going to do to get the story out there. Okay?
We have been hindered and blocked A great example of that is Brenda Lee Scott Price, right here on my Facebook. Follow her. She has had to make, it's crazy. I think 30 accounts because every time she holds up my book, they take her off. She's had to make at least 30 accounts. Come on, people, wake up. They don't want you to know what we're sharing. So I think you better want to know what we're sharing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it is appreciated. It really is because my life is dedicated to getting the truth out to you people. The truth of what our government really does. Everybody knows they assassinated my father. Why? Get to the roots of that. Get to the roots of why they assassinated my father. What did my father say weeks before he was assassinated? They're secret societies. They want to enslave you. We need to expose them.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. Your dad said so many awesome things. He was really going to reveal what was happening with the money system, with the bombs that other countries had. He was going to reveal a lot. UFOs, alien, agreements, all sorts of stuff. And they figured out a permanent way to change history. And like I said, now they're just spending all their time anchoring their story in. All right. So they reinforce it over and over and over. People don't really dig deep anymore. And so they just believe whatever they're told or whatever they've been told for 60 years. Right?
They share the lies.
Yep.
They want you to believe the lies. And then they share more lies.
Yeah.
They never have enough lies. They
Yeah.
never have enough lies.
Yeah.
Truth right here on Facebook. David Quigley.
Right. So when you were a child, you experienced a lot of unsavory experiences right from the get-go. You're taken to the Quigley's household. Like it seemed like day one or two, it became very unpleasant, like torture, kidnapping, witness to murder. You saw
One of
what
the
happened to the
hardest
bodies.
one of
Very
the hardest
unsafe.
things for me to handle, Sue,
Yeah,
is the MK Ultra, the programming. I know how they program kids, like they program me to take lives.
yeah,
So when I remember back of me taking lives, it's like whose lives did I actually take? And I haven't let it get to me inside, like I did it. No, I was being coached by these evildoers to do what I did.
yeah.
But I know how they work. It's huge. Anyway, so I need to take a break for just a
All
second. Can
right.
you show our
I'm going
website?
to show the website then.
Cool. I'll be right back, guys.
All right. See you in a minute. So this is John's
Oh,
website. Going to share that with you. It's called The Real John F. Kennedy JR.com. It looks like this. So here's the home page. Lot of content in here. And oh, look at there. There's a link to buy the book. I'm just joking, but not really. Like I said, this book is going into ebook format, well, this afternoon. So that's pretty exciting. And it just talks about, all right, so we've got two other books here available on the website. And then kind of gives an overview, some videos. Here's the documentary, 1 hour documentary, so worth your time. I mean, you're willing to watch whatever garbage they put on TV. Watch this 1 hour documentary. It's so good. It's so beautifully done, and you'll get the truth of the story. And then we've got other tabs, the timeline page. So the timeline kind of shows you, like, okay, so what happened once JFK Sr. was assassinated? What happened to John? So it kind of tells a little bit of the story in a graphic format, which is beautiful, right? And then we've got other thing, but then donate here. If you choose to donate, it goes to David Quigley, but there's the address. And then we have the healing pendants under the shop tab. All right. Now, one thing we didn't say about the pendants earlier, John, is that they have healing and protective frequencies in them. So they are collector's items. In the future, these will be worth a lot of money. Okay. But they are collector's items with an added benefit in that they have healing and protective frequencies. So when we did this, we just cut and pasted a bunch of stuff real quick. I mean, billions of healing and protective frequencies. Okay, so not just a couple, billions with a B. So as we've told the story before with John, he wasn't feeling good and thought he was going to die a few years ago. So when we started doing the videos, King Smarty sent John a dog tag shaped healing pendant. And John has worn it consistently for the past 3 years. He's got some other products around his house, but you can see the, vitality return to John. He looks better, he feels better. We've watched that happen every week as we've done videos. So it's very exciting. Very exciting. And you can have that too. So, not making any claims. For some people, healing happens really quickly. Sorry, my camera's right. Well, okay. For some people, the healing happens very quickly. All right, I'm not able to get the right angle without the glare. Sorry. Where other people, it's more subtle. And it really depends on what you have going on. And of course, your thoughts that you think, if you have belief, you're going to have a quicker healing experience than if you are like, oh, prove it to me, and you don't believe anything. It's easier to heal with that open mind.
Power of positive thinking.
Yes.
King Smarty gifted me 1,000 of these to sell to make my life better. Like Sue just said, he
Yeah.
sent me one for my post traumatic stress disorder. If you're not familiar with that, my father was
Let's see.
assassinated when I was 3 years old. Now, think about these guys that go to war where they're always looking in the trees, the bushes, the rooftops
Yeah.
on somebody to snipe them off, to get rid of them.
I
That's
can't
been
believe
how my life has been every day. Every single day I walk out of the house, I open the door to get fresh air and thinking, are they going to get me with a headshot right here, right now? It fucks with the brain.
yeah.
I've been shot at before by a sniper. They tried to get a headshot from me back in the 80s. It messes with your mind when you don't know who the shooter actually is. It does. But having a dog tag and something to believe in and say, hey, I'm gonna kick fucking ass. Even
Yeah.
though I can't see my enemies, I'm gonna do it. Soldiers in war, when when they're just in battles day after day after day, the fatigue and everything gets to them big time. So, you know, I spent a lot of my lifetime feeling like that. It's crazy, but this helps me. It
Yep.
helps me, and it's a collector's item. It's got my book on it to
Yep.
help share your support,
Yep.
show your support, I should say. It's all good. It's all good.
It's kind of a conversation piece too, because like I'll be walking around and I'll show people, like they might say, "What have you got on?" And I'll talk about it a little bit, talk about your book, that you're still here, blah 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 blah, and show them this and talk about the frequencies in this. So it is a beautiful piece from the physical standpoint. It comes with the chain and all that, but it's the healing frequencies. So these rainbow out to 1,000 feet radius around you. So what that means is those in your proximity, your plants, your food, your pets, the other people, everything is raised up just a little bit more with the vibration of these pendants. So when I go walking through the grocery store, a lot of times I'll walk down the like the soda aisle, which we know all of that's bad for us. Okay, we know that. We don't have to have that proven. And I walk out and I just smile because I'm bringing these healing frequencies to those bottles of soda or whatever it might be, right? I'm lifting the vibration of those just a little bit. If we all did that every day, just a little bit, over and over and over, the vibration and the frequency of everyone on planet Earth goes up. And that's what we're doing.
We as Americans, we as people, as human beings, I should say, we're smarter than we think. We really are. Our minds barely get used. Exercise, using your minds. That's what I've done my entire life. Exercise your mind.
Yeah.
Because even Einstein, they say, only use a little fraction of his mind. Um, there, yeah. Anyway, I
Yeah.
don't know where I was going. But smart
It's
up,
all
people. Smart the
good.
fuck up.
Yeah, it's all good. So we've talked about, the basic story and the products and all of that, and your support is very necessary. But like we said a couple years ago, this is happening at a grassroots movement. Like the mainstream guys, the big guys are not going to ever, ever, ever to infinity help you. They're the ones that did this to you. Why would they incriminate themselves now? The story has got to come out, and it's got to come
One more
out big.
thing, Sue, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I just had a
Certainly.
thought going on in my brain. Lanny Lewis in Australia messaged Robin the other day, and she said, I want to start a GoFundMe to have your face recognized. There's been two experts do my ears, two of them. And they said, both of them said I was 98% that child, 98%. And
Okay.
what they said about the John Kennedy that you all knew, Mr. George, zero. So anyway, Lanny Lewis is putting a GoFundMe together to do that. She came up with the idea. Robin told her, "Hey, it's a great idea. Get it done." So it's a GoFundMe if you want to donate $1 or $10 or whatever, or not at all. Just click like and share.
So
She's going to get that done.
how will someone find the GoFundMe? Is it on
I've been
Facebook?
sharing it on Facebook here.
Okay.
I think Robin shared it, but Lanny Lewis on Facebook has it posted on her site too.
Okay.
Other than that, I don't know.
Lanny Lewis,
Yeah,
Lani Lewis. So
yeah,
go to
she's
Facebook
in
and
charge of it. That's her on the back there.
yep. Yep.
But anyway, if you want to help out with that facial recognition, they're going to get experts. I think it was 500 to 2,500, depending on what you want it done or whatever. But
Right.
they're going to get this mug and they're going to age it, and it'll come out looking just like my little freaking doll, because this was me as a child. All the photos of me in the White House, every single one, and all the photos of little John Kennedy Jr. up to the age of 10 are me. So they're going to get those pictures of me, and they're going to age progression. They're going to get my picture and de-age me to as a child. Robin did it, and it scared the shit out of me. She got a picture of little John. I didn't know the technology exists,
Yeah.
but she got a little picture and she did the age app. And I was looking at myself, and it was like that was all animated. That was all done by a computer.
Yeah.
But anyway, they want to have it done officially where we can share it to these people that say DNA, DNA, DNA,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
DNA can be manipulated, people, and it has been.
Yeah.
I'm losing my
Awesome.
voice.
It's okay. I think we're at a good spot for wrapping up for today. I wanted to thank those that are supporting John, watching these videos week after week after week, and doing what they're doing. Thank you for everything that you do to support John. And John, thank you for being like persistent.
Well, I thank you, Sue, and I thank all you lions
Yeah.
for every share.
Yeah.
I rely on you guys to get my story out.
Yeah.
If it was up to me without your help, I'd only have two viewers still. But you guys have helped me. You guys have
You
hit
did.
the share button, just like Brenda's had 30 accounts. You
Yeah.
guys aren't stopping. We're growing each and every day. We're going to be up to 93,000 followers on Facebook,
Yep.
I believe, tonight. I hope so.
We're
Let's see the
getting the
millions,
story
people.
out there.
Let's
Yeah.
get this story out to the millions so we can wake up billions,
Yeah.
so we can do what we need to do to get rid of our evil people in government. These
Exactly.
pedophiles, these people that hurt children. Let's start making America for the children. There's so many things we can change. They don't want change because they're organized crime. We want change because we're good, loving Americans.
Right. Agreed. Well, thank you so much, everyone, and you, John, especially for all your trouble getting the story out there. And, like I said, we all want to support you. So we talk every week about how to do it. So thank you so much.
Thank you guys on Facebook. It says I have a slow connection. Please share. Please hit the share button before you go. Have a wonderful, blessed day. And with all my heart and soul, thank you. Appreciate you.
Talk to you soon, John. Bye bye.
Thank you, Sue.